Today on Globe News, the Muslim holiday of Ramadan has just concluded. We have an update about the drought status affecting Utah, then a glimpse into a medical cannabis pharmacy right here in Utah. Stay tuned. Globe News starts now. Welcome to the final Globe News for the spring 2022 semester. I'm Cody Vurik. The Ramadan holiday concluded on May 1st at sundown. To learn more about the Muslim faith holiday, we have SLCC student Safio Hassan with more.
Ramadan means fasting for 30 days from sunrise to sunset. Ramadan is a period of fasting and spiritual growth and is one of the 5 pillars of Islam. There are 5 key practices that all Muslims are obligated to fulfill throughout their lifetime. These practices are referred to as the pillars of Islam. They are Shahada, which means faith, Salah, which means prayer, Zakah, which means charity, Saum, which means fasting, and Hajj, which means pilgrimage.
While fasting, I think it has a lot of complication. I remember in high school, I think the hardest part while fasting was during lunchtime. And so during this time, it feels like everything is placed on a pause and everybody's in the cafeteria having some lunch. But I think a lot of that kind of transitioned away. As you get older, you learn more about the values of Ramadan.
My favorite thing about Ramadan is the act of charity. We do a lot of charity in the month of Ramadan. All the Muslims get together to talk about the people who are in need and do a lot of movements to help those people. And one of the ways that we help people is doing charity.
As you've already seen or heard, Ramadan is all about getting closer to God, praying more, giving charity, and spending time with family and friends.
My favorite part about Ramadan is spending time with my family and getting closer to Islam.
What I like about Ramadan is the good vibe in general. This is an event that happens once a year. So, because everyone is fasting, we get to break our fast at the same time. Everyone is at the same table, eating, breaking their fast, and then it's just a good vibe in general that I really like most about Ramadan. We get to attend the night prayer together, hang out with family and friends who, because everyone's busy schedule, we don't always get to gather that time, and Ramadan is the perfect time where we get to gather together. So I think the good vibe in general is what I like most about Ramadan.
More than 2 million people in Utah are experiencing drought, according to the Nationally Integrated Drought Information System. According to the National Water and Climate Center, northern Utah received near-average snowfall equivalents. However, the Wasatch Range snowpack has only reached 60%. The low amount of precipitation continues to contribute to the current drought in Utah. Utah Governor Spencer Cox has declared a state of emergency this past April due to increasing drought conditions for the state. The governor's declaration will now activate the Drought Response Committee and trigger increased monitoring and reporting. A new and local cigar company in Salt Lake is making waves with their company name and quality of cigars. Here is Scott Whitaker to tell us more.
New Salt Lake City-based brand, Apostate Cigars, may ruffle some feathers, but that was never the intention of Brandon Ovison, blender and co-founder of the company. While the branding is using symbols from their heritage as inspiration, the cigars are rolled in the Dominican Republic at a world-famous factory, Tabacalera de Palma. The owner and farmer, Jose Hochi Blanco, has tobacco and blends that are celebrated widely in the cigar industry. Blanco's tobacco growing and fermenting techniques go back generations. So why would these Utah natives choose to brand their cigars after an American-found religion? Ovison sat down with me to share his thoughts.
As far as the name apostate specifically goes, it is a religious term that refers to someone who has forsaken or abandoned their beliefs in God or religion. It's especially prevalent in Mormon culture. For me, it's not necessarily a gotcha. It's owning it. You know what I mean? It's leaning in. What we want to do with the brand and why we chose the name is we're no longer a part of that culture, but we want to embrace the fact that that is where we came from, and that there is
At a
cool
time of
stuff.
polarity for the nation, Ovison and his partner, Kendrick Wolstenholme, owner of Beehive Cigars in Salt Lake City, have the community front and center as their mission in the premium tobacco world, not just in Utah, but across the U.S.
The Beehive Cigars family is just that. The people who shop here do so for a reason. There's a culture that's been created, right? So for us, our primary driver in creating our own brand is to continue that. It's about culture. It's about community. Tobacco has been a part of community for thousands of years. You know.
Despite their inexperience in blending, one of their cigars, the Deseret, has received a high score by 2 major cigar publications. Though Ovison sees this as a testament to Blanco's tobacco and factory, his peers agree that Apostate Cigars' team has a lot of potential to go far in the industry with their quality product and refined palates.
Coming up on Globe News, we have medical cannabis, the national worker shortage, and SLCC Leadership Awards. Stay tuned. We'll be back after these messages.
There is someone walking behind you. Turn around, look at me. There is someone watching your footsteps. Turn around, look at me. Turn around.
What's on the agenda today?
Well, I have a new client coming in. How about you? You've got something on the calendar.
Yeah. Gary's actually coming into the office today. We're gonna go over his house plan.
Kevin, can you pass the bacon, please?
Kevin, can you pass the bacon?
Welcome back to Globe News. A local company in Bountiful is innovating and leading the way in Utah's long journey to medical marijuana being an affordable and accessible medicine. In an effort to learn more, I visited Wholesome Co, and here's what I found. Wholesome Co is a complete plant-to-patient medical cannabis company with a pharmacy located in Bountiful, Utah. Believing that cannabis is a natural path to health and wellness, Wholesome Co is leading the movement to normalize and make cannabis accessible to everyone.
A few things that are really unique about us is first our commitment and dedication to a patient-first approach. We really enjoy educating our patients, meeting them where they're at on their cannabis journey, helping them feel comfortable and confident with this cannabis medicine, how to purchase it, how to use it, and making sure they're using it properly and safely.
The Utah Medical Cannabis Act went into effect on December 1st, 2018, legalizing the production and sale of cannabis. The act also allows for the use of cannabis topicals, edibles, oils, vapes, and flower by patients who obtain a medical cannabis card through a qualified medical provider. Some of the qualifying conditions for cannabis use include HIV, cancer, epilepsy, persistent nausea, chronic pain, and PTSD. For many, cannabis is a natural alternative to addictive medications.
I think medical cannabis is very beneficial for people. It has a lot of healing factors. I think it's a good alternative from painkillers. And I've seen it from my own eyes that it's really helped out a ton of people.
Wholesome Co understands that transportation may be an issue for many patients, which is why they offer several services that make their pharmacy truly accessible to everyone.
Another few things that we offer are remote pharmacist consultations. So if a patient has difficulty getting to our pharmacy physically, or just need something that's a little bit more convenient, we do offer that. We have availability throughout the week at all different times.
Wholesome Co. patients are not even required to leave their homes in order to obtain their medicine.
We also offer statewide home delivery for medical cannabis. So patients across the entire state can have cannabis brought directly to their doorstep. We have a really excellent delivery team, one of the largest in the state.
To learn more about Wholesome Co., visit their website at wholesome.co. For more information on medical cannabis, visit medicalcannabis.utah.gov.
The national worker shortage has impacted Salt Lake Community College, where it's made it difficult for slick employers to get students to work at any job opportunities at the college. Pay would be the biggest factor for staffing shortages, despite the pay increase of $12 an hour, up from $10.25 last year. Students can receive a number of benefits with job opportunities such as health benefits, an employee assistance program, flexibility, retirement, tuition waivers, and a great working experience. To learn more information, visit the slcc.edu for more information on how you can apply today.
Leadership Awards were presented on April 30th at the Taylorsville Redwood Student Center to recognize outstanding community service and engagement. The Thane Center Award Banquet was the first in-person ceremony in 3 years due to the pandemic. President Denise Heftelin addressed and honored student clubs, faculty, and staff for their service to SLIC and the community. The banquet also inaugurated the incoming SLIC SA Executive Council into their new student government roles. SLIC SA encourages students to apply to serve on the SLIC SA board with incentives to earn $15 an hour or a tuition waiver. That's it for this episode of Globe News. To watch this episode and past episodes of Globe News, go to youtube.com/slccsmc or find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at slccsmc. I'm Cody Vurik. Thanks for watching Globe News.